Welcome in to Week 7 G12 highlights here today. Had a fantastic week of G12 football, starting off with MacDub versus NastyNatiGaming, the Michigan Wolverines trying to rebound, and man, did they ever right here, right now. I mean, it was just an abundance of attack from Michigan all day long, but hey, Ole Miss trying to hang around, trying to do something themselves, scoring on their first possession, but I mean, just look. All day long, it was ancient rogue, it was big shots down the field, and eventually Ole Miss just didn't have much of an answer for it. Matt Corral, plenty of time this time, finds his man Porter on a fourth down. You're thinking, okay, here comes NastyNatiGaming, rolling out to his left, and he just kind of forces that one. A great user play there by MacDub, getting that one in there for the turnover. And then look, 4th and inches, NastyNatiGaming thinking, hey, I might get a stop right now. Life might be okay. We might be all right. Not so fast, my friend. Big touchdown from Michigan, make it a 14-point game. NastyNatiGaming with 1:30 left in the second quarter. Again, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Gets it all the way down inside the 10, and then just a couple plays later, hey, I'm going to roll out, and I'm going to find a wide open receiver, and we're going to make this game a little bit interesting. But before the half was even over. And I think that's been the difference all day long. These last couple minutes right before the end of the half. I mean, look at that. I mean, just Falco footsteps, just making a big old play right there. Now under a minute to go, the triple option. I mean, this is almost a sin that this didn't go all the way for a touchdown, as I'm going to spoil it because he's not going to quite get there. But it didn't matter because just a couple plays later, they are going to find the end zone, and they are going to take that 14-point lead back heading into the half. Now into the third quarter, Matt Corral rolling to his right, waiting. Double coverage, going to get picked off that time. 31-14 now, and that's a nice little pitch and catch for a touchdown to Porter. Hey, 10-point game with 6 minutes left to go in the game. A deep shot here from MacDub. NastyNatiGaming picks it off, and we got ourselves a football game here, ladies and gentlemen. But this is a big play. 3rd and 10, dropping all the way back, finding time, and it just didn't have enough juice. Just didn't have enough juice to get there. Intercepted, and then are you ready for the dagger? Because here comes the dagger. Say good night. Ancient Rogue, one more time, one more big old touchdown to seal the deal. Michigan would go on to win 45-28. Heading into our next game in Week 7, Oklahoma St. Breesuss taking on Stoner Gamer in Oregon. These two guys go way on back. We knew we were going to have some fireworks, but early on in this one, it really wasn't the offensive explosion we thought. We see a touchdown there to Edwards, but the defense has actually played extremely well in this first half. Here's a little flea flicker attempt by Oregon, but that one's going to get picked off in the end zone. And we saw a lot of defensive efforts here today. Another big interception, again, in the red zone, this time for Oregon. And back and forth these two defenses would go for a lot of the first half. I mean, look, another 4th and goal stop by Oregon. Just doing a lot of things to keep the Ducks in this game. 3rd and 25 right here, ladies and gentlemen. And somehow Oklahoma State forgets about a person. Big touchdown there for Oregon. Makes this game interesting. Right before the half, 4th and 7, big time throw, another interception. So we go into the half. We thought a lot of fireworks. Go into the half. It's just going to be 7-7. But watch this play right before the half. The Hail Mary attempt gets a blocker. He's going to get to the 10, to the 5, and he's a yard short. A yard short. So halfway into the third quarter, this is where things start picking up, and they pick up fast. So a big play right there. An interception right here, and that is an interception for 6 and a 14-point swing in just about a minute of gameplay. So now Oklahoma State has a 14-point lead, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stoner Gamers running around trying to find someone to throw the ball to, and just somehow, some way find somebody. Oh, but the ball comes out. The ball comes out. Oklahoma State recovers it, and now you've had 2 turnovers in almost 2 minutes for Oregon. Oklahoma State, hey, we'll go ahead and score. And now you're thinking the game's over, 28-7. But remember, same Breesus gave up a bunch of points to EffGeeGaming late in the week last week. Could Stoner Gamer reciprocate? Well, it sure helps when you get a kick return for a touchdown, and that's what Oregon just did right then and there. And now it's a 14-point game, 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and again, gets crazier and crazier by the minute. 2nd and 10 now, NastyNatiGaming. Hey, not that bad of a quarterback. He's got a couple, a little bit of wiggle in him. Big time run there. Extends the lead back to 21. But here comes Stoner Gamer, Stoner Magic. I'm just going to set this one up, and I'm going to launch it to the freaking moon. Touchdown, Oregon. They're right back in this game. They get a stop. They get the ball back. He's going to find a man, 2-on-1, and it's a touchdown for Oregon. 7-point game, just like that. Or I'm sorry, now it's a 7-point game, just like that. Big touchdown right then and there, and Oregon down just 8. They go for the onside kick. Oklahoma State recovers it, and that would be it, 42-34. But, man, Stoner Gamer made that one fun late. On to the next game. A little bit of drama in Nippert Stadium. I said Lippert Stadium. Nippert Stadium between Goon Master in Texas and the defending champ NastyNatiGaming in Cincinnati. I mean, early on, the defenses were playing fantastic. This is a big play here on 4th and 4. We saw 2 4th and short touchdowns when the offense was on the opposite side of the field. We saw the one earlier in the Ethernet MacDub game, and we saw one right there from Normal Name getting that ball out there. And it was just the little plays that added up for Cincinnati in this one. Texas would get themselves in good situations, and then Cincinnati would just kind of break their back. A big touchdown there for Normal Name gets the lead to 17-10. 3rd and 14. Yeah, see, here's another opportunity to get off the field. And then watch number 40 here. He just runs out of gas. Like he ran out of stamina. And Normal Name runs right by him, picks up the first down on 3rd and 14. And then a couple plays later, here's a little QB sneak, gets into the end zone. And it's a 24-10 lead. But hey, Texas would not go away. Credit to Goon Master. Scores there, makes it a 7-point game. But this Michael White guy, I mean, the free safety conversion to quarterback. He's got some wheels. He takes off, and he's going to score a touchdown here. There's a little bit of shenanigans here at the end. But hey, back to 14-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Could Goon Master respond? That was the question. Can Goon Master continue to respond? And let's see if he would be able to do it. 4th and 11. It's intercepted, but then they pitch it. He fat-fingered it. And Texas gets the ball back in Cincinnati red zone with a chance to score. 2nd and goal, down 14, 4:45 to go. He tries the QB sneak, but this time it's popped up in the air and the ball is fumbled. After a Cincinnati punt, though, Texas would get another opportunity. The corner blitz leaves somebody all alone, and it's a 7-point game. They go for the onside kick, and hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right here. The onside kick is recovered, and Texas has a chance. 45 seconds to go, down by just 7. He's going to throw it back over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone, and that would seal the game, 31-24. Now, the game you are all waiting for, the game of the week, the game of the year, Penn State Hardcore in the neutral site game with Rocky Top and his Tennessee Volunteers. Green Eggs and Ham starts things off with a touchdown. Penn State's rolling. Didn't have their special teams ready to go. The playbook wouldn't allow it, so they try to go for 2, and they didn't get it. But they get the turnover right here, and you're thinking, okay, Penn State's in business early on. Life is good. But then Itchy, the converted quarterback to running back, gets thrown up into the air, and he coughs the football up. And that was one of the many game-changing plays this Tennessee defense made in the first half. Spin cycle gets in the end zone. They kick the PAT. It's 6-7. But the true freshman, Michael Sharp, rolling out to his right, makes one of his few mistakes he made this entire season, but he would have a couple in this second quarter. A big interception right there. I Won't Kneel drops back. He has time. He rolls to his right. Almost intercepted, but almost only counts in horseshoes, and it's a big gain for a fart right over the middle. Couple times Tennessee would break the spirit of the Penn State defense on big plays like that. Somehow, some way, this guy just gets hit right in the groin, still scores. And here's another potential. Wait a second. Michael Sharp finds please get vaccinated deep. There was a clipping call called on Green Eggs and Ham, though, that would drop him back to the 20-yard line. And on the 3rd and 3, Michael Sharp forces it to Dr. Strange. It's picked off yet again. And they wouldn't get any points right before the half. In the second half, Penn State does score. They elect for the PAT. They make it a 1-point game, but on 4th and 5, they find damn shoddy for the first down. And then 3 plays later, I won't kneel. Right before he gets hit, he finds a fart, gets in the end zone, and extends the lead. But this is where the fireworks really started. EffGee had the fumble earlier, but man, he made up for it with a couple great runs in the second half. This was one of them, and this gave Penn State some life. Gets them into the maroon zone, 1st and 10, and then Green Eggs and Ham takes the top off the defense. They go for 2, and they don't get it. It's a 2-point game, 3rd and 9 here, and the Penn State secondary forgets to cover the deep ball, and Tennessee with kind of maybe a potential dagger right there. 9-point game. Here comes EffGee, though. I mean, this guy, you think they would lose trust in him. They don't lose trust in him. He makes another big play, and he sets them up inside the 10. They only were able to get a field goal, though. And I won't kneel with a 6-point game, just freaking ice in his veins. A big run right there sets him up inside the 1. And then a couple plays later, spin cycle into the end zone for the touchdown. And that would all but do it. Man coverage a second later. Michael Sharp forces yet another ball. And that would do it. Big time win for Tennessee over Penn State.